Joining us today on Morning Blend is Bryce Carter, CIO and Financial Advisor, Financial Strategies Group in Okemos. Welcome back, Bryce.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Are there kind of certain types of accounts that are more successful than others?
But that is a very long conversation. I don't know that we have time for that today.
Right.
But so if you're looking at investing for the long term, you should have a little bit more risk in your account, right? You should probably be looking at stocks as long as you can bear those ups and downs because they're going to be there.
Yeah.
If you have shorter term needs, checking and savings are hard to beat, right? But you're not going to earn very much there.
Right.
But you need that access. So during different times, it makes sense to have different types of accounts for different purposes.
All right, so let's talk about IRAs. What do you recommend people do with RMDs?
Yeah, required minimum distributions, right? So right now, the required minimum distributions, which is a required distribution that you have to take via IRS rules, start at age 72. It's very likely Congress is going to push that age to 75.
Oh.
So we're seeing a lot of questions about that. I think it's a good thing.
Oh.
It allows people to stretch out those IRA dollars, individual retirement account dollars, for longer. It's a good thing.
All right. Well, talk about emotion and how that plays a factor into retirement planning right now.
Yeah, I think as you're approaching retirement, it always gets a little bit more nerve-wracking. All the things that you start to pay extra attention to, the market's down, the accounts are down. The fact is, most retirees or pre-retirees have been investing for a long time. They've seen wars, they've seen hyperinflation, they've seen gas shortages, they've seen pandemics now, right? They've seen all these different things. And
life.
This shall pass, right? And so I think when you're looking at the grand context is this too shall pass. And so you've lived through a lot, you're going to live through a lot more. And when you're 65 years old, retirement should be 30 more years of Saturdays. So play that golf and don't worry about it.
Right. And it's so smart to, I think sometimes people think, well, I don't really have the money right now, I don't need to worry about it, but the sooner you start planning for retirement, you can start in your 20s.
Yeah, exactly. So, there is no substitute for compound interest, and the longer then it can work, right? So it's never too late to start, but it's certainly not too early to start, right?
Right, yeah. I'm trying to talk my 19-year-old stepdaughter into just put a little bit of...
Just a little bit aside, just a little bit, just 10%.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
She'll be a millionaire.
I know, she will be.
Yes.
So and it's so helpful to have someone guide you through this process and sit down and make some plans for your future. I always like to tell her too, I'm like, do something now that your future self will thank you for.
Exactly.
Your future self will thank you for contacting Financial Strategies Group. Thank you for stopping by today.
Thanks.